Welcome back, everybody, to some more GSA action. The fun never ends, except in 6 hours. But, we don't need to think about that right now. Right now, we have got Dwhatever, the man, the myth, the legend, versus Blue Esports JMillGaming. And this is the quarterfinals, one of the quarterfinals matches for the 70-star tournament. Moving along very nicely. And with me in the booth today is the infamous Badronis. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic today. This is one of the quarterfinals, and I really wanted to see, and continuing to commentate is really exciting as well. I also want to point out, it's really getting down to the wire. We are 1 week away from the grand finals. The Friday and Saturday, doubleheader, whatever you want to call it. All our grand finals are going to be wrapping up next Friday and Saturday, the 21st and the 22nd. So it's really old to do whatever clipping into the cage, dude.
How did he do that? Was that a... I didn't even see what happened there.
I don't know.
That was sick.
Whatever.
That was
But
dope.
yeah, we are 1 week away from the conclusion of all these fantastic tournaments. 3 of them brought to you by our sponsor, Buy.gg. If you haven't heard of them, I don't know, maybe you just play the stream muted, but if so, you can type !bet into the chat or do it on our Twitch page. Click that little banner with their logo and all that, and engage in some PvP betting.
Indeed. Definitely could be exciting. So let's get the facts laid out, shall we? We've got...
I got some facts.
Oh,
Go
do
ahead,
you?
Go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
you've
go
got
ahead.
facts. No, okay. Listen, commentators both wanting to spit some facts on the microphone, but clearly not able to get to any sort of conclusion. Might just need the match to start to clear the air a bit. Dwhatever slowly tiptoeing on the slope. Didn't even know it was possible. All right, the data I've got, Badronis, is JMillGaming has a 50, 58, and 70-star emulator as of 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Which, not too shabby. Made it this far, quarterfinals, pretty hot stuff. However, speaking of evers, Dwhatever is rocking a pretty spicy 48, 13, and 70-star as of a year ago. Yeah.
1 year ago.
It's been a while. But I think he's been playing. He's been active. He's making moves in the tournament. I think either player could definitely take it, but Dwhatever looking to swipe it. It would definitely be an upset if JMillGaming was able to take the W here. Dwhatever has proven to be quite amazing. What are your thoughts?
All right, so I've got a fact for you here. Dwhatever has not lost a single race in any GSA tournament he's been in thus far. In the non-stop, and the 120, and the 70, he has not dropped a single race. He's only lost by, no showing, basically. So, he's on a tear once again, going 3-0 in his group. He's beating Cartoon Tom and Protoman, so maybe not, the stiffest competition here, but, if it's any indicator, he's looking to smash JMillGaming in this one. But actually, JMill, though, he's been really consistent. He's gotten 51s and 52s in every race so far. So, Dwhatever can't, have an off day, really.
Yeah, definitely going to still need to bring that A game, but probably not an S game. An A game should satisfy for Mr. D, Mr. Whatever here on stream. Yeah, man, this tournament has been kind of nutty. A bit of a nut, if you ask me. It's been, kind of crazy. A lot of action.
Yeah.
It's moving along very fast. And I got to mention, unfortunately, I won't be there to commentate it, but tomorrow is the infamous Cheese representing Counterlogic Gaming versus Punkation. The age-old rivalry. I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that as well. Seems like they always kind of meet, and it's always a showdown. I don't think they've both been in the tournament where they haven't actually had to play each other or something like that. I actually do not have that fact in particular, but it would seem to be that way. Dwhatever, showing off other things I did not know was possible. Activating a death pixel on top of the castle roof.
Yeah, kind of strange. Not really sure why that's there. A little scary, a little bit spooky, but
yeah.
That's kind of the theme, I think, of old school Nintendo 64 games, especially. There's just some weird stuff. I mean, Ocarina of Time. Have you seen that game? It's scary. The redeads, they're spooky.
Dude, as a kid, I did not like going through Hyrule Field. You have to do it to get the bottles and kill the things or whatever, but it it was scary. And Majora's Mask is so dark as well. Like, I'm actually shocked that's like an E for everyone kind of Nintendo title.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely
but
pushing it there.
Speedruns as well.
Indeed. And speaking of great speedruns, we are off. The race has started. Both players rocking that US version, saving that cheeky time. And it's you know,
yeah,
showtime.
Yeah, and in a way, this is like the rematch that we never got to see in the non-stop tournament because Dwhatever looking to, you know, maybe like steamroll the entire field there, but it was him versus JMill, and he just didn't show up to that game. But in the meantime, JMill's had a pretty strong swing himself, so like, you know, we didn't see that clash happen, but Dwhatever is actually here today, so we'll see if he shows up in like the metaphorical sense as well.
Yeah, has already successfully shown up for the race, but there's definitely another level of showing up. Both players showing up for that Lakitu skip, looking hot and spicy. And we're off. Now, typically, in a lot of these races, I see players pretty close in the intro. You know, Womps, not too controversial. You won't see. I mean, sometimes you'll see a big lead happen, but typically, if both players are playing all right, it's not going to be a huge gap. The gaps tend to form in basement. It feels like. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if you see like two pretty closely skilled players, at least at this level, people are pretty consistent in Womps. You know, we might see like 10-second lead develop, but nothing crazy. But yeah, I would say like when you get into Ples and maybe dying in the volcano, you know, these are the kind of things that will really put you behind.
Definitely. Without a doubt. And both players rocking that very wise choice of heading to slide before Womps. What's the significance of slide before Womps, Badronis?
It saves 20 seconds.
Whoa!
Saves 1 second.
All right, that sounds reasonable.
So, Dwhatever also, I noticed he is kind of playing it a bit safe. You know, doesn't want to go all out today. It's understandable because he just needs to be able to play consistently to beat JMill, because he usually goes for the Z clip, like the backflip bomb clip with the Mario cam, but he's opting just for the punch, so I think that's kind of an indicator that he just wants to get the job done. Not going to be pulling out like probably the Fantax top of the fortress strat either. Just kind of doing the standard RTA things we see from everybody.
Yeah, I support that decision, especially in a race, especially in a best of one, when you only have one game, one chance to get the W. You don't want to be risking it for the biscuit when the biscuit is like half a second or less sometimes. Or maybe even you lose time going for some swag. It depends on the player.
Well, Dwhatever missing is like missing the ledge grab setup as well. JMill taken over with his texture.
Yeah.
So actually off to a bit of a lead.
Oh my goodness, Dwhatever really struggling to get this ledge grab, and he's got it now. I don't know how I feel about this though. This should be fine.
What's not even the trick part of the star, but at least he gets it.
And right off the bat, JMillGaming, you know, earning himself, well, questionably, not really earning it, but, you know, getting himself a nice little lead here over Dwhatever doing himself in.
I would say Dwhatever dis-earning, but that's also a word that has nothing to do with earning.
Yeah. I wish it was a word. I wish you could use it that way, but I don't think that's legal. And we might face some legal action from the GSA staff there, so tread lightly. Nice Owlus is coming out.
The Merriam-Webster English Dictionary is going to be filing a lawsuit here against our use of the word discerning. Hey, JMill, off to kind of the smoother half cycle Womps 100, not going for the line of 5 at the beginning. Dwhatever is going for that line of 5, so he has a pretty tight cycle to make. But he is kind of the god at this strat. JMill making his cycle here. Dwhatever, pretty smooth so far, with the nice jump dive off of the slope to boot.
So nice. Yeah, so JMillGaming taking the slightly more safe route, making the same cycle, but has 5 less coins under his belt. Dwhatever going to be saving some good time, making that cycle beautifully, and it's super early long jump to take out that Piranha.
Skipping the optimal, or skipping the last coin, which is a bit optimal, and leaving one more for the end. So that's kind of how you use your 2 extras. JMill, in the meantime, had a pretty clean 100 as well. You know, not to knock what he's doing. Did not miss any coins either. Only had to get 3 on the last row.
Yeah, very spicy. Both players doing their absolute best.
Dwhatever, that was probably perfect. That was probably like a 58 or a 59. Like, it's second star timing, like 52 or 53 first star. Oh, as I say that, I mean, that's just kind of ridiculous, though. Like, you saw him lose about 8 seconds to Candlemas, but JMill is already maybe not as far ahead as he was starting out that 100 claim.
Yeah, Dwhatever already inching towards him, and this is kind of why I say the lead and the gaps sort of develop in basement, typically.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, upstairs and Tippy play a huge role, but the straps really come out. Yeah. Because you've got a lot of options. There's a lot of variety. I mean, if you've been practicing your Tama Plus and you're doing double pillarless, for example, you're saving a lot of time in basement over somebody, you know, rocking maybe CCM 18 and going for the safer pillarless. Even if they're playing amazing, you know, as we get further into this tournament, it's going to be a little bit more important to think about your strats and really make sure you've got them down.
Yeah, someone like Super Viper can feel really secure about getting like a 50 every race, but if you're racing Punkay, that might not even be enough.
Exactly. Yeah, got to start leveling up here as we get towards the money. Getting that guap stacked, but JMillGaming still holding that lead.
Dive.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Dwhatever.
Saving a hot 1 frame, so I'm told. JMill getting that second fence clip for top of the fortress, you know, not holding back on his strats either. He's probably known that against Dwhatever, he's really got to put on his S game.
Yeah, and it appears as though he has his S game under control thus far. I mean, this Womps has been pretty... Oh, okay!
Sick.
That was really fast. That was pretty incredible. Dwhatever busting out the strats.
Yeah, I take it back. He's here to play. Like, he's not gonna go easy on JMill at all.
I don't know what JMillGaming was going for there. It looks like he's trying to roll out into the slide, but he messed it up both times, so even more free time save here for Dwhatever to sneak up.
Yeah. The slide kick movement is potentially faster. It's kind of one of those things where, you know, it's probably not good for RTA. But, you know, if he wants to do it, that's fine. But, yeah, he's not had much success with it so far. Dwhatever. Let's see what kind of side time. We haven't even had time to make any predictions. 12-8 for Dwhatever. You know, Commentators too busy talking about the game rather than what the little game says after you finish the slide.
Yeah, arguably a more important part of the game. Commentators, you know, lacking. JMill.
Pretty steep ascent through the pair of twins. Or
nosedive.
Not the pair of twins. That would be 4 coins. But anyway.
That might work. Might need to get an English professor on site. Dwhatever missing the red, and now even more time for JMillGaming. This is exactly what he needs, because I have a feeling that JMillGaming is going to lose a little bit of that lead in the basement, strictly to strats. Dwhatever, though, he's not looking, you know, I mean, the Womps was mostly pretty nice, right? But the missed coin there might affect him. Might make him feel a little down.
Maybe. I think we'll probably see him bounce back with a good Dark World, though. Like, it's something that you can kind of put out of your head, but, you know, it could affect you. Let's see what JMill's got.
I just want to take the time to say Dwhatever's colors are so modest. Like, you get players coming out here that have... they go on a lava level and you're blind. And then you have Dwhatever, and it's just... It's not, like, black and white, but it's not in your face. It's just nice.
I wonder if he's doing it as, like, a meme where if these are his normal colors. Because, like, they're, like, very muted almost. Like,
yeah. A little bit faded.
Yeah.
Kind of like it, though. JMillGaming making a hardy Shigeru cycle here.
Smooth.
And, oh, Dwhatever. Oh, no.
Oh, what's that backflip?
I like the backflip. Oh, Goomba almost about to assassinate him, but able to avoid it. No problemo.
Not sure if he'll be able to make Shig. Probably, actually.
I don't know. He was going really fast.
Dwhatever risked it. There he goes. He's pulled off a Shig cycle. Not even with a kick after the single jump. I don't know how he's gotten that kind of a cycle with the mistake he made, but credit to him. Insane movement from the man.
Yeah, I'm still wondering if that was Shig. I don't really know, because he ledge grabbed and he did that. That backflip was pretty quick. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was Shig.
I think that was Shig.
I feel like he would have been waiting a little bit longer if it was normal. Like, he wouldn't have been right on time for normal. It would have been coming. Oh, and a nice dance from Bowser, busting some moves early on this Friday. I mean, it is a Friday, so that all adds up. JMillGaming wrapping it up.
Yeah, this is a really good start from JMill. No real mistakes to speak of on his end. Getting like a 948 or something Dark World, so maybe a 15-second lead coming into Sky Jump. So a really clean early game. Maybe that'll give him some confidence. JMill has said before he's a much of a momentum player, where if he feels in the groove, he can maybe keep that going. So we'll kind of see if he can maintain that through basement, like you were saying.
Yeah, that's definitely a very important thing for JMill. I mean, obviously you want to play good the whole time, but that's daunting. That's really daunting, being like, okay, I need to play, I'm playing against Dwhatever, like I need to play on top, on point the whole game. Yeah. I prefer breaking it down into tasks, 1 star at a time. JMillGaming, nice sky jump, Dwhatever, also looking solid.
Yeah, you can kind of psych yourself up by saying like, yeah, I need a god run, let's make it happen. But you can also psych yourself out with it and not really get the ball rolling. But JMill has got the ball rolling, as far as I can tell.
It looks like it's rolling, and it definitely looks like a ball.
Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah. So what I'm seeing on the right side of the screen here is a decently sized sphere, maybe 3 inches in radius. Smooth surface.
Okay.
And it's rolling.
I want to mention JMill already indicating his CCM 18 route choice. So, beginning with subsounding way, Dwhatever wall kicks to work. Usually, the start you see people go for first. Very nice angle, but he misses on the... Okay. Yeah, falling off that little ice bridge.
So the double back up. Yeah, that was fuzzy. I'm not sure what happened there. The camera sort of betrayed him. It just seemed like a domino effect. Dwhatever, a little bit startled.
About 5 seconds lost here. You know, maybe the angle was a bit too wide. You know, he was rolling out not like very much like on the corner of that platform as you would do optimally. Like it was kind of more angled towards the end. So when he's trying to turn for his jump dive, he slid off. So yeah, not a huge mistake, but just a bridge is so small, pixels will determine if you get that start successfully. JMill grabs the penguin, Dwhatever. CCM 17 option. No penguin race.
What are your thoughts on 17 versus 18?
I'm an 18 guy myself.
Really?
I also tend to get the safety red unless I'm like kind of tilted. And I'm like, I'll reset this run anyway if I miss a coin. So, but yeah, I'm really just trying to keep it nice and safe in Cool Mountain. I do 1+, so yeah, I'm not feeling good enough about it to try to do 2.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. Pillarless, a spicy one, and Dwhatever going to be facing that double pillarless.
I think Blue Bob's 48. Like his most recent PB is actually with CCM 18 HMC late, so it's a pretty valid route if you want to do it.
For sure. My only gripe with 18 is the penguin race plus 100. It's a lot scarier.
Environment.
But what's scarier, 2 pillarlesses or, you know, a miss? I mean, obviously you're going to lose way more time messing up the penguin race, but penguin race is honestly not too bad.
Yeah.
But if you're nervous, a little shaky on the slide, Dwhatever, struggling to get up to the penguin.
It depends a lot on your personal comfort with the 2. Like, JMill missing 1 coin here, so like if you're a bit nervous here, you know, you might like okay, JMill trying to not get bugged out by the penguin. That's would be pretty tragic if he actually missed some coins due to just colliding with the penguin model. But he's got it under control.
Yeah, looking good. Now we're gonna see Dwhatever leaving Cool Mountain, but JMillGaming for sure still holding the lead. Running with it. I mean, he's honestly looking really solid. Oh! That was incredible. That was
JMill
like
trying to rush the ending here. Almost paid a really terrible price for that earnestness, but it's all right. It's gonna move along.
Awful price. Should probably wait for the Black Friday deals next year before going for something like that. I don't know if he's got enough money in his wallet to handle that sort of thing, but yeah, JMillGaming could just be slightly on edge. Dwhatever taking this boo home. Easy money.
Easy money.
Easy money. How easy is the money for JMillGaming, though? We did see him just try to pay a very high price. Could be low on dollar bills. Might need some bits in the cup. But commentator realizing that there actually is no cup. Locked in his fantasy land of, you know, bit cups. Reality check time. JMillGaming, slight slip up there. No big deal. We'll sweep it under the rug. Ooh. Okay. I like that side flip ball kick from Dwhatever, kind of clipping through the fence.
Yeah. Seems like there's about 3 ways to do that star, and they're all like 2 frames apart. Like the double jump ball kick and like the 2 side flip methods. I believe the optimal one is what Dwhatever did, where you actually side flip off of the wall above the door, but most people like Cheese will side flip like kind of off the wall to the right, like of the little balcony. It's very preferential. JMill taking care of his big boo, and not much to report for him. Very clean beginning.
Yeah, and nice punch grab from D. We'll see if JMillGaming goes for that. And this is where you got to prepare. We might see some big things happen. You got lava boost.
Yeah.
You've got pillarless.
It's time to make some big decisions. It's the time in the painting where you got to get it, got to make those decisions.
It's time to get a little crazy.
What plus will he do?
Oh, medium bomb. Not happy with it. Tossing it away. Already a scary start because he has 1 backup star with 2 pillarlesses left. JMillGaming with the dive on Mips. Gonna lose a little bit of time to Dwhatever there, but Dwhatever missing pillarless already.
Yeah, probably sweating a bit now.
Those wings are getting to him. Too spicy. Should have brought milk, but, dying out here. Oh, and gonna go for the respawn. He's
going for talents here. He's actually gonna just try to get the bomb again. He doesn't want to waste his last backup. Bennyless coming out of Dwhatever.
The Benny special.
I what he meant to do, or if, like, somehow he just did it accidentally.
There it is.
With his plus, though.
Nice. In the hole. Both players doing it. JMillGaming done, though. Dwhatever needs another one, and so far it has been a bit of a struggle for him.
Out of the frying pan, but into the fire goes Dwhatever with his second try. Might decide not to go for that Tama plus he usually rocks, but we could see it.
Yeah, here we go, swiping the bomb. It's a big bomb. Tama plus
though.
Looking good. Nut. All right, Dwhatever. Beautiful.
Sticking to his gun. I can respect that.
Yeah, that might actually give him what he needs going into Lethal Lava Land. Build up the mojo. Back-to-back pillarlesses, feeling good. JMillGaming just smooth sailing. No waves. Very quiet current. Floating along merrily here in basement so far.
Yeah, if you ask me who would be ahead of, or who would be in the lead after SSL, I probably want to guess JMill, but here we are. Dwhatever still has talents to go, so probably about a 15-second deficit still.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. JMillGaming, can he hold it through basement, though? Lethal Lava Land coming up. You got Lava Boost. You've got the Wing Cap Star. There's a lot of little things. And I don't know.
Yeah.
When you take a step back and look at Lethal Lava Land as a whole, it doesn't seem too bad. A lot of the stars are fairly straightforward. But putting it all together is a whole different story.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things where, like, you mess up once, you get your bum burnt, and then you, like, don't know what to do, or you gotta do some, like, really slow backup to get around it, maybe collect coins to go in the volcano, stuff, like, really gets to you mentally as well.
Definitely. Nice reds from Dwhatever.
JMill heading into the volcano, the big daddy of Lethal Lava Land, going for his normal long jump lava boost. Pretty safe method. I don't know if that burn was a little bit scary, but it's all good. Nice wall kick ending as well.
Beautiful.
Taking care of business.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Whatever, triple jump dive strat.
Oh!
Not getting the cap.
That's rough. That's a hard strat. Oh, and a ledge grab. It is compounding. Dwhatever. Whew. Slight slip up there. Not the end of the world, but, I mean, JMillGaming sort of running with it right now. I don't imagine that after basement we're going to see too crazy of stuff coming from Dwhatever. I could be wrong. I know he's got some nutty strats.
Yeah.
But I really feel like this is the point where he can make back some time. But JMillGaming not providing any openings, and Dwhatever opening himself up. That is a fraudulent angle.
Yeah, kind of showing the downside of going for some of these insane strats. Dwhatever also not rocking a pro lava boost, though. Maybe learn his lesson from the wing cap, not trying to push his luck anymore. Going for a safer ending than JMill as well. So JMill with a really clean, both volcanoes are actually very clean. Not giving any openings for Dwhatever like you were saying, and got just the bullies after this, and then he's done.
Yeah. Now, actually, I will note, JMillGaming had a couple of rough corners there on the reds. not huge, but it's actually the little things like that where Dwhatever will pick up that time. So slight openings might be opening up. A lot of things opening. But JMillGaming has got to stay on top of it because Dwhatever will swipe it right from him. Decent bullies. Decent bullies. What's JMillGaming got, though?
Oh, not a long jump. I probably wants to grab a coin or two just for some burn protection. Taking care of these bullies not as effectively as Dwhatever did, but at least he's not getting bodied into the lava. Dwhatever making up a bit of time, but probably about canceling out for his mistakes in Lethal Lava Land.
Yeah, I would say so. That sounds about right. Both players doing their thing in Lethal Lava Land as well as they can. And not too much changing in terms of the lead.
JMill not opting for a Mario came at the beginning. You see him have to kind of like wiggle in the air here. Not a very optimal way of doing things, and also not getting a ledge grab skip. So, but the bully, much bigger things to worry about here. JMill knocking the bully onto the little raft.
Wait a minute. This angle actually seems okay. That was absurd. JMillGaming sending the bully onto the raft. And then the bull. I thought the bully was going to be locked on there and he'd have to go chase him, but the bully falling right off the raft.
Charged JMill anyway and fell off.
Yeah.
Not too aware of his own surroundings, so that'd be said.
Wow, look at this time though. Dwhatever has caught up quite a bit from that one, and JMillGaming heading on to Dire Docks might actually see a lead switch here. You know, you got the sub, Fire Sea.
Yeah, about 10 seconds for JMill heading into Dire Docks. But Fire Sea is definitely the pivotal point of almost any 70 run. You know, you could say that runs are forged in the fires of the Fire Sea, you know, to use the whatever metaphor imagery. But yeah, Dwhatever is such a pro with the lava boost. JMill taking care of some chests, kind of the calm before the storm here. Not too much to worry about as long as you don't miss a turn. Dwhatever could save a bit of time with better swimming, but it's kind of a very passive stage.
Yes, indeed. Just a beautiful Mario's doing their thing, showing us their strokes. Hopefully none missed. That's impressive.
A nice final turn from Dwhatever, just grazing the front of the chest and going right into the star.
Speaking of going right into the star, I mean, Vi.GG, you could possibly place a bet and send yourself right to the stars with that bet. Now, I'm not saying that this is factual evidence. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Exclamation point bet in the chat or check out the banner below. Shout outs to them putting on the funding and allowing these players to actually, you know, get some dough for their work. Yeah. Very much appreciated. Shout outs to Vi.GG. And here we go. We see Dwhatever appearing to line up for a front sub and JMill with the back sub. Front sub has been kind of wishy-washy from what I've seen.
Like in general or for Dwhatever in particular?
Oh! In general. But not for Dwhatever today. Absolutely gorgeous front sub.
Now, JMill's got to deal with the Manta, you know, something where you don't expect them to miss it, but if they do, it's a big problem. Getting through that first ring and the second one, slowing down a bit to get on a better trajectory here. Oh, JMill missed the fifth one! He's got to get back up and get it now. It's disappeared. He's got to reset now.
The beginning of the end.
Oh
this is where the lead switched. I didn't think it would be on Manta Ray, but Dwhatever has swiped the lead from JMillGaming. And
Commentator effectively cursing the hot start that JMill had, you know, singing his praises, but then kind of screwing him over.
Yeah, basically. My master plan being unraveled here by the co-commentator now. Dwhatever in Fire Sea. And I do want to remind you guys about Vi.GG. Of course, you have to be of legal age and in legal residency where they support betting. Yeah, wanted to put that out there.
In Fire Sea, Dwhatever going for the cage movement. Very nice wall kick here with the third coin. On good pace for a lava boost. I have to get a good side flip up to the pole. Nice, that was very tight of his jump as well.
That side flip was nutty. He was right next to the pole.
Very beautiful. Early is Dwhatever.
Oh. JMillGaming, no side flip, not going to be able to make that lava boost. Can he even make the early cycle? Dwhatever gaining some good time here in this segment of DDD Fire Sea. Just a little booty burn, nothing huge. Dwhatever kind of hitting his stride now, and JMillGaming, can he pick himself back up? That's so rough, man. Getting Manta'd is gotta be one of the roughest things.
Yeah.
Like, you do it and you just feel like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that just happened.
Nearly avoiding death by fire here. Okay, nice recovery though with the long jump.
That long jump was actually really smart. Long jumping very early.
Yeah. Ground pound. Don't want to fall off of the right side. You just die if that happens. Well, I guess you could get back up onto the bridge, but it would be really bad anyway. Whatever, a whole throw ahead, so maybe 15, 20 seconds. Definitely the Manta really was the first major mistake that JMill's made this entire time. And now we're going to see him try to hit this throw. Would be probably an equal or greater time loss for JMillGaming if he would miss the throw. But he's got it right on the money.
That is some JMillGaming right there, if you ask me.
He's a gamer.
What up, gamers? Heading into upstairs portion now, and this is... It just never stops. Like, basement is the big daddy, right? And once you get past Fire Sea, you know, you feel relieved, but you get right back into the thick of it. Wet, dry world is no joke.
Yeah, especially with the triple jump wall kicks, which Dwhatever will certainly go for. I don't know, would you say it's the hardest of the four, or would you say like it's TTM?
Tall Mountain seems to give people the most trouble, but I personally think, I think I would give it to, it's tough, man. That's a good question. I'd say Tall Mountain is the hardest.
Probably. There's like no easy start in Tall Mountain, and at least you get kind of the warp one on Wet Dry Road, and there's only, well, you have to make less chips as well. So
JMill, reds.
Yeah. So Dwhatever saving a bit of time in this 100 coin as well with that double box kick and a cleaner beginning. JMill going for some classic Mario punches.
Oh, wow. Really good backup triple jump from Dwhatever. I didn't even know that was possible. JMillGaming with the nice Skeeter placement. Taking him down, getting those coins, moving along.
You know, if you get out of a situation, you can actually ground pound after you kind of miss it and break it from like, if you're like barely touching it. JMill though, losing a bit of time there.
Oh! Getting flipped! It's a heave-ho, and we got another one about to scoop him up.
One.
The pause, you can't believe it. Wombo combo. Happy feet. That ain't fast. That ain't fast. JMillGaming come back down, but heave-ho interested in another flip. JMillGaming going to decline. Don't do flips, kids. Please. Dwhatever wrapping it up, and now the lead is just widening the gap. Getting bigger here between these players. JMillGaming throwing down the best he can do for Blue Esports. I mean, JMillGaming still on pretty good pace, possibly on PB pace still. Not really sure. It's been a pretty good run for him. We'll have to see.
Triple jump wall kick for Dwhatever. The side flip setup, and it's successful as well. Getting this elevator start out of the way, definitely one of the harder ones in the entire run, I would say, to do optimally. Good wall kicks.
Dwhatever looks like he's got his momentum built, and he's running with it.
Yeah. You know, I said like kind of in the pre-race, like he's kind of a bit of a sleeping giant here, but he's awoken, he's hungry, and he's feeding on a bunch of power stars, going really fast. Clean triple jump to the spinning platform.
Oh,
JMill doing a bit of trouble himself.
Yeah, that triple jump's harder than it looks. There's not a lot of leniency on it. JMillGaming slight slip up. Definitely going to cost him. Dwhatever, indeed, powering up from those power stars. Yeah, I wonder about the nutritional value, though, of a star. And if he's actually eating them, it's hard to say. He does do a little dance with the star.
But, I mean, you see all the enemies, like, they love him. So, like, what does it have that actually that it gives them power, you know?
It could be like the ring. What's the point of the ring in Lord of the Rings? I honestly don't know.
Well, like, physically, like, it corrupts the wearer's mind, and you also go invisible by wearing it, or at least that's what it does to Frodo and Bilbo. But the main thing is it's the embodiment of Sauron, who's like the ultimate evil. Like he's like the embodiment of evil basically in Middle Earth. So like even though like he's dead, like the ring is like his spirit basically.
Okay. Co-commentator getting into the deep dive of the semantics of the ring, and co-commentator enjoying it quite a bit. Dwhatever with pretty nice secrets, had a pretty sweet little backup.
I've got my copy of the Lord of the Rings like in my room that I've been wanting to read for a long time, and I started reading it. Like I got about halfway through the Fellowship of the Ring, and then like I just started reading it, and I was like, it'd be like 1 a.m. and I'm tired, and I'm like, I don't want to read. And then I found it very hard to pick back up again, because like you kind of have to keep in mind all these things that go on beforehand, because a lot of the book is like, you know, very descriptive, and it's not very like fast-paced a lot of the time, so it doesn't really like I kind of have to like go back and figure out like where we're at, you know, because a lot of people, if you watch the movies, you'll know like there's a good bit of like traveling, but in the book the traveling is quite a few pages.
Definitely, and co-commentator going absolutely off on the Lord of the Rings book, turning into a book review here live on GSA, and you know, commentator not particularly disappointed about that. Both players having pretty nice secrets, and I don't know if you were able to catch them, but they were, you know, they did the same thing. They both bounced on the little baby Goomba, which was so sad to see. But Dwhatever taking out these. Oh, okay, it's good.
Funny.
So the lead, it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like the Heave-Ho like catastrophe was, you know, kind of funny, but you know, at the end of the day, it is just a few seconds, and you know, JMill recovered for the rest of the stage, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been, and he had a clean THI. Also, JMill, I don't know if you remember, but he used to do like the side cam setup when he's sliding down for secrets. He actually is doing the Mario cam now, so he's actually come to the light a bit, doing it properly. He actually said, because like, I think it was like pity or something, or like maybe just one match that he was listening to commentary. He was like, "All right, I'll go and change it." Do whatever with a hot breeze this though.
Super hot, super hot. Okay, and I actually had the star count confused. I thought JMill was actually right on Dwhatever's tail, but it definitely appears that Dwhatever's sort of running away with it. We'll see how Tall Mountain ends up going, and hitting it strong. Starting off with a beautiful breezeless. Now it appears to be time for Reds, which has been a sore point for a lot of players. Man, look at these mushrooms. They're so modest in their color.
Fast rollout as well.
Oh, the single jump. Let's go. Dwhatever. Murdering it. Oh, but no. Wall kick on the side foot.
Could have been the icing on the cake, but it's not meant to be. Still pretty clean, though. Avoiding death. Picking up all the coins in pretty speedy way. Just not getting the actual ending. JMill going for his mountain clip stars. You know, it's kind of funny. Dwhatever not really... I don't wait, has Dwhatever already done his mountain clips? No, he hasn't. Yeah, he did Reds and Breezes, so JMill kind of going for this start order, so we kind of won't see until they're done, because they are kind of different lengths. Okay, weird camera from Dwhatever. Gonna reset the triple jump rather than opting to kick up. That's actually probably a good idea.
Oh, but that's not... Yeah, not able to make it up there. Dwhatever really struggling to climb over this mountain, and finally getting up there. He's got the wall kicks. Oh!
Back up. Like, you know, I actually think the second wall kick gives you a really good chance of ledge jamming as long as you don't bursty, so it's not very difficult per se. JMill saving a lot of time over Dwhatever just by getting up the slope of the mountain here.
Yeah, he'll take anything he can get. Dwhatever with a couple openings, and the tall mountain goes. Had the slip up on Reds, had the slip up here on the slope. It's looking good. What the?
Okay. Yeah, maybe a bit confused about the camera turning.
Yeah.
Probably, it seems like that was not what he was used to, or at least what he was going for.
Taking some anger out and a single jump. Dwhatever looking frazzled. Yeah. And it happens. Players will just forget, you know, all of a sudden you're on the spot, everything's going smooth, and then you realize, oh my goodness, what do I do for this star? Like, how does the camera go? And you start thinking about it too much, and then you just sort of forget the muscle memory. You have to retrain yourself. Does that happen to you?
Not really. Like, sometimes in the middle of star, like, if something goes wrong, I have to, like, and I, like, try to recover from it. It's like, dude, I don't know how to, like, use the camera in this situation, because some parts of the game are just, like, you know, the camera like auto controls a lot, and it's like if you don't actually stick to like the right inputs, you'll be kind of lost. I wouldn't say that I've forgotten how to do anything. JMill, spicy side flip.
Nut.
I mean, yeah, Dwhatever, kind of the master of TTM Reds, but JMill, a pretty hot apprentice, very well trained in the ways of the scariest rooms. Maybe
Very
not,
scary.
Okay, so JMill's still a bit behind, but probably. Oh, Breezeless attempt!
Oh.
That could have actually been pretty sick, but he's actually losing a decent bit of time over Dwhatever. Or if he just went for the bridge, it wouldn't have been so much. Maybe feeling like he has to. Oh, Dwhatever!
Okay!
Pick for in the deep freeze!
Flexing.
Wow.
Flexion. Nice stuff, Dwhatever. He's going all out. I said earlier that I don't think he's necessarily got, you know, that many advanced strats that will top JMillGaming, but I've already seen 2 busted out here, and another beautiful one. Dwhatever, this double speed kick setup. Oh, but not clearing the wall.
And JMill going for a slip as well. They're both having a bit of trouble floundering in the pool. Dwhatever getting a pretty slow back up there, but he'll at least get the star in the end. JMill as well picking up his snowman's head. Pretty big time loss for both. I don't know who lost more time there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I would guess Dwhatever, but it actually seemed pretty equal. Synchronous spaghetti is what we call that one. It just happens. It's really weird. Like one player messes up and then another player just starts messing up immediately after that. Dwhatever, nice bully. JMill clearing that wall, and he got the ground pound. Will he pick up the star? It looks a little low. No.
Maybe not.
Rip.
I would eat at a cafe called Synchronous Spaghetti. Sounds pretty good. Very modern. JMill's got, I think he only needs to get deep freeze. No, so fully. So, Dwhatever, he is 2 stars ahead, but very fast stars for JMill as well. Probably about 30 to 40 seconds apart. Dwhatever, probably gonna go for that second punch cap. The second MIPS is faster on English. Going for the dive, actually. Probably made I felt... Actually, it's hard to say, like, if he was actually planning to go for the dive, or if his setup was like, ooh, I don't know if I'm fast enough to get there.
Yeah,
anyway.
It kind of looked to me like he was going for the punch, and that was an accidental dive. But still getting the grab nonetheless, and okay, taking that Toad out, knocking him out cold, and stealing that star right out of his pocket.
I don't know, Dwhatever just needed to make a makeup punch, I guess. Felt cheated. Had to get out somewhere.
Yeah, and unfortunately Toad, the puppet, you know, the
poor victim.
The punching bag, if you will.
Exactly.
But we're in Hazy Maze Cave. Hazy Maze Cave sort of laid back. Nice triple jump, box strat from Dwhatever. JMillGaming, nice swipe on the MIPS. It's... Once you've got that star that Dwhatever just grabbed, it's basically a done deal. The rest of the stars are not too complicated. There is some RNG with the boulder star, but it's pretty smooth sailing. What are your thoughts?
It's kind of funny, like the last like 2 runs I've pressed A too early for Christmas Miracle, like because you know you try to wait for the height of your triple jump, and I've like pressed A too early, and that's really triggered me. But it's nothing that you should miss, especially at Dwhatever JMill's level.
A little weird though, having it so late in the run. I feel like there might be a little bit of pressure, but it's. I mean, you've got Tippy next, and Tippy definitely more saucy. This is sort of a warm up right here.
A lot of people say HMC is kind of a nice breather between like the difficulties of upstairs and like the grand finale of Tippy, but you know, if you think of it as like too much of a breather, you may not give it the attention it requires, and make some careless mistakes. But Dwhatever. Not being careless today. Very clean stars so far.
Yeah, neither is JMillGaming. Both players bringing it. Oh, no ground pound for Dwhatever. That is huge. Huge opening.
Yeah, I think it's over. JMill's got this in the bag now.
About to swipe that lead from him. Oh, but...
So I was saying, just...
Oh! Oh, this is awkward.
I didn't fall down the elevator shaft, though. That could have been way worse.
Oh, this is awkward. Okay, that might work.
And he actually hit the switch, so... I guess credit to JMill thinking on the fly.
He made it happen. And wow, really seeing the washed out colors here from Dwhatever looks like a old film as he goes up these boulders.
Yeah, bit of a sepia tone.
I like it though. It's a nice change. Typically players are very saturated, a little bit too much sauce.
And when they're at that like vibrance 100 setting.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we get it. You know, you like colors, but my eyeballs like to see things that aren't lava. But Commentator,
to the classic nature of these games.
Yeah, Dwhatever paying his respects. Commentator going off on a rant, just trying to get his personal opinion and personal agenda out there. Might work, might backfire. You never really know. The internet is a strange place, but Rainbow Riot is.
I could have gone somewhere with that, but I'll just leave it be. JMillGaming gonna wrap up HMC. Well, Dwhatever. Starting out Lactube. Glitchy walking attempt though. He is not holding back at all. Can he get the Lactube bounce there?
That's not a That is a fall and a pause. Dwhatever definitely not happy about that, and this is not the place that you want to start pooping your diaper. Yeah, Dwhatever gonna need to re-strap up.
JMill also on 58 stars now. Dwhatever, that death will set him back a little bit. You know, going for glitchy wall kick again, not to be scared of his strats. Dwhatever wants to go all out.
All right, wow, instant grab on the pole, cute little slide kick.
And the double jump over the corner, really fancy. I was impressed from Dwhatever the second time around.
So this is like a maybe 30-second lead from Dwhatever, maybe just a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah.
Dwhatever's gonna have to make another mistake like that, which is perfectly possible. Rainbow Ride's scary, TikTok clock. Equally as, if not more scary. You got more stars to do. We got the sync from the players. What the? That camera from JMillGaming. I was not expecting him to do Lactube bounce, but bouncing.
I see.
Oh no! Dropping the ball.
Breaking. He's got the bounce. He's got up the poke, but he just did not get the grab.
All right.
What he needed.
Okay.
Not really necessary.
Oh, a firstie. Oh, and not the backup not working out. JMillGaming needs to get his backup game on point. Obsessed with getting this.
I don't really like this side camera. Like, the backup's way easier if you just look forward and then actually like wall kick and kind of the crescent there. You can actually see what you're doing way better. That's just my opinion, but
that's a
kind of an unnecessary time loss from JMillGaming here.
Yeah. We've actually seen some really creative backups. I mean, and getting up from the dust. Nice tricky triangles. We've seen some creative backups from a lot of players. JMillGaming is quite literally melting down, folks. Might need some bits to heal him up. I don't know if that's how this stream works.
I also want to say, Dwhatever's going to be going probably... Actually, no. I take that back. I thought he was going to go for the good swinging on the breeze like the new... No, he is. Okay. Yeah, Commentator cannot make up his mind, but Dwhatever is going for the second really YOLO long jump, but he makes it. Good angle from Dwhatever. Can he get a good ending as well?
Oh,
but
that looks so hard.
It's good to see him try. Yeah, I don't know. Like the mechanics of the jump off of the swing is so weird. Like the way it contributes to your speed. Like you have to land right in front of the flame to get that double jump dive to work. And I just don't understand it well enough. But it is such a cool strat, and it is kind of fun to mess around with if you ever have the chance. But obviously, Sim's got some health hand pains. Probably not wanting to be messing around with these kind of stars.
Co-commentator bringing up very personal and, heartbreaking issues.
Falling down. Maybe tapping that heart to heal Sims, but, not really caring enough.
Yeah, not able to help. The pain is cut too deep, Badgeronis. You have, it's over now, as Kanye West might say.
Does Kanye West say that it's over?
He said it a couple times, but he's also said a lot of things, so it's hard to really know what's coming out of that mouth.
Even if he says it's over, I think Kanye will let them both finish, so at least he'd like to see the race come to its completion.
Definitely. Would not argue with that. Dwhatever flying up this clock, getting these coins like it is his day job, and I mean, it might as well be. Moving with such finesse and elegance. Oh, and as I say it, could be. GSA, maybe. Someday. Getting the salary. 10,000 bits. Okay, go ahead. I'm talking garbage right now.
That's cool. Yeah, JMill, with a good tricky triangles, that I don't like the kind of triple jump wall kick that you have to do for it. It's just like very, very dangerous. People like Lunar have died to it a lot. It's not even common to see really good players die to it. JMill going for the 2 before TBC. Dwhatever about 2 stars ahead for his TDC 100 coin, and the well, wait, okay, no, I'm just stupid. Yeah, JMill got the toad. Dwhatever did not. Entering early though, I don't know if that's gonna be a time stop like he needs it to be. We'll kind of see. The pendulum is moving. JMill probably could have set up for the triple jump wall kick, but instead probably took that death. Well, no, he actually did not take the death intention. I'm sure he's just trying to do like normal get in the hand, get a hand. I was trying to say get into the cage, like I was trying to portmanteau the 2 words.
Get in the hand.
Not having good linguistic skills today. JMillGaming on his 100 coin.
Yeah, commentators both losing their mind in the booth, but not as much as it appears that JMillGaming is losing his mind out here. But the pace is still, you know, kind of nice.
JMill having to save himself from the demise here after that bad angle, bad long jump angle. Dwhatever on the meet. I don't know what JMill's up to. It seems like kind of sketchy, but as long as he doesn't like actually take another spill, he should be okay. But Dwhatever is looking very confident in his TTC abilities here, grabbing all these time moving stars with no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, he's gonna really need to kick it into high gear because Dwhatever is about to be outie. A couple more stars left, and he will be well on his way to a nice cake and perhaps a smooch.
Perhaps.
Maybe a little more than a smooch. Yeah, that. All right, so, you know, they're playing the game. They're definitely moving the guy. JMillGaming not quite moving the guy. Going for a wall kick.
Dwhatever, very moving the guy.
Very much so. I can agree with that. That is something that I can get behind. We actually take a look at the pace here. Dwhatever, I mean, so far, he might actually...
off a bit of yummy butt before going into the claw there. I watch Mario for the plot, guys, I swear.
We all do. We all do. The plot, you know, Peach's plot is just incredible. It's insane.
Yeah,
Dwhatever. Oh, no!
Certain things that may or may not be backed up by, you know, well thought out arguments of lore, but I mean, you can think whatever you want.
Yeah, that they leave it open for you. There's a lot to fill in. It's a lot to unpack.
JMill going for a bit of a fast beginning. First, he's side flip. I was getting a bit hyped there for JMill to show off some pretty nutty jumps on moving the bar, nutty time jumps on moving bars, but not really.
Yeah, he wasn't ready for that that side flip. It seemed like he was going too fast for his own good. Had to take a stop. So Dwhatever looking to possibly, maybe, actually, I don't know. I think 48 might be dead. A low 49, not bad at all. JMillGaming could get himself a maybe low 51, high 50, which not too bad as PB is a high 50, so living up.
Wall kick though. Dwhatever getting amped. We'll see if JMill actually wants to. Okay, JMill trying to get up here.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know what's going on. You might just want to. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's
I don't know.
Something. Something you can do.
What does he have left? He has reds. Does he have pin the pendulums? Yeah, he does. And roll into the cage. So like he could actually just done those normally, but opting instead to die.
Up. JMillGaming taking his time trying to leap up there, but Mario not able to jump quite that high with a single jump.
Kind of killing his PB chance, I would say. Whatever on throw zone, missing his first one.
All right, and here we go. JMillGaming could just sneak right up on Dwhatever. Needs a couple more stars. Dwhatever, though, missing his first throw could be a downward spiral. But that is a first hit. Two more
looking to get a 49. No joke at all. This is the kind of time you would expect from someone who has a shot of winning this tournament. Dwhatever needs one more throw to win the game over JMill, moving into the semifinals. Bought by Bowser, but no worries. He's grabbed the tail again. Big old throw into the bomb. And that should seal the deal. Dwhatever taking a 49-32 probably against JMillGaming. You know, not something that you could expect JMill to top, but you know, he was on a really good run until probably Manta. Like, you know, good showing from JMill in this tournament nonetheless. I think, you know, we can all be proud of what he's put on the table today. Wrapping up his TTC pretty much.
Yeah, not bad at all. Dwhatever, despite some big bopping mistakes here and there, able to pick himself up and land a mid 49, kind of making it look easy.
Yeah. Do you remember like what mistakes he made in the early game that got JMill off to a lead? Was it pillarless? Like I remember him having some issues with it.
D
Yeah.
in this race.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a couple problems. Dwhatever now in the call, joining in, and that's actually what I want to bring up first. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
How are you feeling when you already had a rough lobby and you go into basement, you head into shifting sandland, and pillarless isn't going well, and you've got 2 pillarlesses to do? What were you thinking?
It was rough. It's just hoping that I would get big bomb, and from that point on, it's free. That's like how I see it. It's just getting big bomb, and then the rest is not too hard. So
Yep.
Thank God it worked out. Just a relief.
Definitely.
You going for pretty much all your good strats too, you know. I thought like after you did kind of the normal bomb clip, was like, okay, maybe he's going for some consistency, but you pretty much did like everything in the book from there on out.
Yeah, at this point I don't think it's too hard to 49, so I just want to get consistency on the hard stretch, so it's some time savers for other opponents, for harder opponents, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk too much because JMill is not bad either, so...
Yeah. But we understand, you know, you have like the trophy in your sights, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, speaking of that trophy, I mean, this is quarterfinals. You are now going to be heading into the semifinals, and you'll be facing off against the winner of Blue Esports matchup, Rock Chalk versus Triforce. What do you think about that?
That's... I don't know, I haven't really watched either of them too much, so I have no idea who could win. But I would say that I'm fine. I know that Triforce has a 48 now, so if he wins, it might be tough. I really watched either of them too much. A little bit better than today. I have no idea who could win. I don't think it's gonna be I would say that I'm fine. I know that
Dwhatever laughing at the competition, going to stomp them into the ground. Definitely had a pretty strong showing today, despite a couple big mistakes here and there. And we do also have JMillGaming in the call. JMillGaming, how are you feeling after that, sir?
Well, it just kind of feels like a normal run to me. It's just every time I do 70 star, that's how the runs go.
Oh.
That was, except
Awful.
that was the best start I've ever had. Like
Yeah,
up to DBB.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Lava Land actually. But...
You were ahead of Dwhatever until
yeah, I was 48 pace for the first time in the basement.
That's cool.
damn nice, dude. When
Yeah, like a 947 Dark World was pretty hot.
Yeah, that was a nutty run.
Well, it was a nutty start.
Nutty start, right? Let's get it. Let's lay down the record. Nutty start, and then Manta happened. Now
Well,
after
Bully happened in Lava Land, and that's where I just kind of I was like, whatever.
So when a thing like that happens, JMillGaming, and Badgeronis was telling me that you sort of see yourself as a momentum-based player. Does that halt your momentum? Is
Oh,
that
100%. So
how do you
after
get it
that,
back?
I just gave up because
Really?
there's no point of me trying because I can't bring it back.
What? Well,
Because I'm just physically not capable of playing well mentally, I should say. Mentally not capable of playing well after I make a mistake like that.
interesting.
And I actually knew the Manta would do that too. I was like, it's gonna be Manta. Like before the race started, I was gonna say it in the pre-race interview, but that didn't happen. I was
JMill,
gonna say
maybe
Manta
if it was
race.
self-fulfilling
kill me.
prophecy, you could probably see a psychologist to get that sweet 48 or 49, but
Yeah, I mean,
all
other
good.
than that, I just had nice little bits and pieces, but no like nice movement level after that.
JMillGaming claiming he was going to Manta, knew it was going to happen, but we all know it's part of the script, so nobody really shocked at all. Thank you.
Yeah, I actually wrote it in there myself before the race.
I thought it was a nice touch.
It was definitely nice.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
that was nice. It was a good race. I wasn't expecting it win anyways, because I mean, D's a legend, so
No,
GG.
not even close.
Thank
GG's
you.
literal legend. So
Dude, I want to mention, I mean, you guys weren't in the call, but D has not lost a single GSA race in any of these tournaments so far. He's only just no-showed. So Dwhatever, do you actually plan on showing up to the rest of the races in this tourney?
Yes, for sure. I don't want to be a dropout again. It's
All right.
So.
Looking
forward to it. Oh, okay. Jinx, you owe me a soda. Thank you, JMillGaming and Dwhatever, for the spicy gameplay. It was an absolute pleasure to watch and commentate with you, Badge Ronas.
Yeah, likewise.
Don't go anywhere, though. We got more action coming up right after this. I do want to mention, though, Vi.gg, but also Vi.gg. If you are of legal age, legal residency, you can bet, !bet in the chat, or click the banner below on any of the upcoming GSA matches. And don't go anywhere. We got Lil Aggie versus All New Luke about to come up, the Super Mario Odyssey 90% tournament, losers round 3. So sit tight, grab some popcorn, and we'll be back soon. Thank you.